Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited, and today I'm doing a rant video.
Okay, cool, and I'm Spidey24, and I'm ready to hear it. Let's go.
Alright, in this video, it's just, I'm at this point where it's like, they did one little thing in this game, and I'm like...
And I'm just laughing because it's like, you start the video right here when you're fully in frame, and then you always do this thing, you're like, I'm gonna step right in fucking out.
Because I thought it was like, you know, it's like, this is my time to speak, so here I am. Why do we have a semi-limited list anymore?
Oh, you think it's useless?
Because the semi-limited list I felt like was created and perfect for cards like Reborn Tengu back in the day. Malicious.
Yeah.
Cards like that aren't even on the ban list
anymore.
You know what I feel? Shut up. So it's like, I feel like when I see the like...
Bubonic Vermin.
When I see the like semi-limited...
Soulflake Dragon.
Shut up. Shut up. But it's like when I see, people gonna think, oh man. I feel like nowadays what they're kind of making the like semi-limited list is basically like, oh, we had this problematic thing in the game, but instead of actually like being like, you know, because you know we're gonna make it seem like we actually did our job, so it's on the semi-limited.
We're looking at it.
Yeah, but it's like it's such a wasted buffer that it does never address the problem. Like if there's a high meta engine and you put it at 2, that shit don't do nothing. And if you're trying to take a card off the list and you put it at 2, that shit ain't gonna do anything. Because if you're willing to take it off and bring it back in any regard, it's doing nothing. The only card like I felt like that was Malicious, and then the moment they took Malicious off the ban list, well, off the semi-limited list, I was just like, well, what's the point of the semi-list? That was my immediate reaction. I was like, what the fuck is the point of this? Because it's like, every other card I see on the semi-limited list makes no sense. I'm either like, this shit can go off the list completely, or this card should just stay limited. Most of the time, everything on the semi-limited list should just be off the list in general. So it just basically should just be a limited list and a ban list, because that's the only thing that's necessary that I feel like keeps the game in check. Because keeping a card at 1 and banned makes sense. A card at 2, half the time, if a card is so lackluster, you're not playing it at 2 anyway, or playing it at all. And then as for it being dangerous, and you can only use 2 copies, you're not addressing the problem enough. And it eventually either has to get touched more, and you're just going to end up making it limited or banned anyway, so you're just wasting time where you could just be addressing the problem faster. Ugh. So, yeah.
Do you feel like the semi-limited list is like a buffer to power creeping?
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes when the cards go to that semi-limited list, it's kind of like the buffer for cards getting... It's almost like prison. Like it's like probation. Do you feel like it's a buffer for cards to get released? Because they said you put them there for 6 months, you let them get irrelevant, then nobody cares about them anymore, then that's when you put them on 3. And then for the cards that are at 3, and you really don't see it that often with cards that go from 3 to 2.
Here's a question.
There's always a bigger jump.
In your opinion, because I already spoke my opinion about it, what do you feel when it comes to the semi-limited list? Do you feel like its job is needed?
Yes.
When have you seen it last be implemented where you felt like it was a good call that they did what they did? I
think for certain cards that are like really meta prevalent but are like more harsher to like what turn you play it on. So I'm thinking of examples outside of Malicious. There were like those spell and trap cards, like those bigger floodgate cards that like they're a little bit more harmful to the game, but they can start coming back now. Then you put those at 2. Because I'm like, what direction do you mean? Like cards that are like semi-limited that are going upwards, or cards that are semi-limited going downwards? Because I feel like that's the gauge. It's always like the semi-limited list has always been like the feeler outer of like, should we do more? Should we do less? It's like one of those. Like, that's Konami's way of going. Like, this card's a problem, but I don't know. Is it? It's like, is it really a problem? Should we do more?
I just feel like anytime I ever just see the list, you know what it looks like? It's always like the ban list is like leftovers. Mm-hmm. It's always just, it always felt like that to me. Because it's like, I'm like looking at the ban list, I'm like, oh shit, they banned that. Oh damn, they limited that. And then I'm like,
nobody cares anymore.
And then when I see like what's off the list and stuff, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, all people care about what got banned, what got limited. That's really what people care. Because most times when cards go from 2 to 3, it's always the most irrelevant cards that nobody's playing anyway. Like, nobody threw a parade when Pranker Tops came to 3. No, nobody threw a parade for that. Nobody throws parades anymore when these cards go to 3 anymore. Like when Regeki finally goes to 3, nobody's gonna care. When Darkhold went to 3, nobody cared. Like those are the cards that I feel like, did it do its job? Yes, if the job is power creeping out of relevancy. I feel like that's the whole purpose of the semi-limited list. It's the power creep. Like these are the cards that are gonna be irrelevant soon. But no, semi-limited list I think is fine. I think it serves a purpose of this the feeler outer of relevancy for cards. Like that's like we like unless you know cards are becoming irrelevant. And I think there's a lot of cards that could use it just because it just makes people feel safe. I think it's more of like an emotional thing than an actual tangible like correlating to wins or losses.
People are so like older, they don't care about that.
About feelings?
Fuck that.
The way how this community complains about literally every fucking thing, every little card that comes out, card artworks, even us to an extent. Like, we complain about everything. The Yu-Gi-Oh community is so toxic and sensitive. Yes, we need a semi-limited because it makes our little boys feel okay. It makes us feel like we're making an impact on the game. Like, the player voice matters and it's not about money. See, we're addressing it even though nobody cares in Konami, but...
I needed to know that. I hope you guys have a great time. Like the video, check out my Instagram, check out our 2 previous videos, whatever stupid links he has.
All of our stuff is in the description for our individual channels, Master Duel IDs. We see you guys 2 previous videos. Bye.
Bye.